My best friend's dad blocked my car and said, "I saw the messages you sent her." His SUV was parked sideways behind my car, headlights still on, engine running. Mr. Wallace stepped out and walked toward me with his phone in his hand. His jaw was clenched so tight I could see the muscles twitching. I had just finished a double shift at the warehouse and my body ached, but the look in his eyes made every nerve fire awake. He stopped 3 feet from me and held up his phone screen. "You want to explain why you're texting my daughter that you can't stop thinking about her body?" My stomach dropped through the concrete. I'd known Connor's family for 6 years. I'd eaten Thanksgiving dinner at their table. His younger sister Megan was like a cousin to me. I had never sent her anything inappropriate in my life. I told him there had to be some kind of mistake. He laughed, but there was no humor in it. He turned the phone toward me and scrolled through what looked like a text conversation. The contact name at the top said my name. The messages were disgusting, explicit, things I would never say to anyone, let alone a 16-year-old girl. My face went hot. "Mr. Wallace, I swear to God I didn't write those." He shoved the phone closer to my face. "This is your number." She showed me herself. I looked at the number. It was close to mine, 1 digit off in the middle. I pulled out my own phone to show him, but he slapped it out of my hand. It skidded across the parking lot and cracked against the curb. "I already called Connor," he said. "He's on his way. You're going to explain this to both of us, and then I'm calling the police." Connor's headlights appeared at the entrance of the lot within minutes. He parked and got out fast, leaving his door open. His face was twisted with something between confusion and rage. "What the hell is going on?" Mr. Wallace handed him the phone. Connor read the messages, and I watched his expression shift from shock to disgust to something colder. He looked up at me. "Bro, she's 16. My voice cracked when I responded. "Connor, that's not my number. Look at it. It's 1 digit off." He didn't look. He just shook his head. "She said you've been weird around her lately, always asking where she's going, who she's with." That was insane. I barely spoke to Megan. The last time I saw her was at their family barbecue 3 weeks ago, and we talked for maybe 2 minutes about her college plans. Someone was setting me up. Mr. Wallace pulled out his own phone and started dialing. "I'm done talking. The cops can sort this out." I felt my chest tighten. I knew how this would look. A 23-year-old guy accused of sending explicit messages to a minor. Even if I proved it wasn't me, the accusation alone could ruin everything. I begged him to wait. "Just let me prove it's not my number. Please, give me 5 minutes." Connor stepped between us. "You've got 2. I picked up my cracked phone from the ground. The screen was shattered but still functional. I opened my text history with Megan. There were exactly 4 messages total, all from months ago, all about picking up Connor from their house when his car was in the shop. I showed Connor. He looked at it, then at his dad's phone, then back at mine. The numbers were different. His face changed. I asked Megan's number and told them to call it right now and put it on speaker. Mr. Wallace hesitated, then dialed. A girl's voice answered after 2 rings. "Dad, what's wrong?" He asked her who gave her that number, the one she'd been texting. There was a pause. "I don't know. Someone in a group chat said it was his new number after he switched phones." "Why?" Connor grabbed the phone from his dad. "Who told you that?" Another pause. "Jalen, from your soccer team. He said he got it from you." Connor's face went pale. Jalen had been on his team for 2 years. They weren't close, but they ran in the same circles. I had never given anyone a new number because I hadn't changed phones in 3 years. Someone had created a fake number and fed it to Megan through her brother's social circle. Someone wanted me to take the fall. Connor pulled up his group chat with his teammates. He scrolled until he found it. Jalen had posted a message 3 weeks ago saying I'd switched numbers and including the fake one. Connor screenshot it and sent it to himself. Then he called Jalen directly and put it on speaker. Jalen answered casually, like nothing was wrong. Connor asked him where he got my number. Jalen laughed. "You gave it to me, bro, at practice." Connor's voice went flat. "I never gave you anything. Why are you pretending to be him?" The line went silent. Then Jalen hung up. Mr. Wallace stared at the phone in his hand like it had betrayed him. Connor looked at me with something I hadn't seen before. Guilt. I asked Connor why Jalen would do this to me, and that's when it clicked. 3 months ago, Jalen had asked me to cover for him when he ditched practice to meet up with some girl. I refused because I didn't want to lie to Coach Davis. He'd been cold toward me ever since, but I didn't think he'd go this far. He created a burner number, posed as me, sent explicit messages to a 16-year-old girl, and let her family believe I was a predator, all because I wouldn't help him skip practice. Connor called Megan back and told her everything. She started crying. Mr. Wallace couldn't look at me. He just stood there, staring at the ground, his whole body sagging like the anger had drained out of him and left nothing behind. Jalen got expelled 3 days later. The school found more messages on his real phone, sent to other girls, using other fake identities. Police opened an investigation. Connor's family sent me a written apology. I never responded.